One of the devil's principality called Piamon. He operates with mirrors and crystal ball. All those magicians you see, those fortune tellers, in Africa they use mirror. In the Western world, they use crystal ball. They can predict your future. There's a lady called Jane Dixon. She predicted the assassination of Kennedy. She used crystal ball to see it. She can see the future also. I say Kennedy will be assassinated, and Kennedy was assassinated. So everybody that's telling you that fortune tellers only see your past, is their lying. They can tell you your future. When Julius Caesar that was supposed to die, one of his fortune tellers also saw him and said, be careful of the Isle of 15, meaning May 15. And that same day he woke up. He said, why have I dreamed? He said, I saw you died. Don't go out. But he didn't want to hear, because he had a cabinet meeting and he said he must be there. He didn't know that they have already planned to assassinate him there. Then when he was going, one of his right hand soldiers said to him, today is Isle of 15, what have happened? And they got to the parliament that day, and while he was talking and reading, all the elders brought out scalpel and knife and they stabbed him to death. So fortune tellers can see the future. They can predict it with what they call familiar. You see, many Christians are suffering today. They think it's a demon that is fighting them. It's your inability to use the office of an oracle. If you don't become an oracle for God, there are demonic oracles and there are familiar spirits that will torment you. When you are not functioning as an oracle and they have the ability to curse and bless. I met a pastor some time ago. He said he and his uncle was having problem. Then one day the uncle pretended that, I said, I forgive you, let us make peace. And when both of them were making peace, the uncle said, kneel down, let me pray for you. And he laid his hand on him. And from that day, everything he had, containers that were coming, businesses that were coming, everything he had collapsed because an evil oracle laid hands on him. Wherever they have caused you, you must pick yourself out. You see, people don't know why as a believer you have to pray long, because you are an oracle. Oracle speaks. You think you are a Christian. When you don't pray, you find yourself in Sanguma's house asking for charm. And just as Saul had a spirit of God before, and a distressing spirit entered him, and you know what the spirit made him to do? He went to make him to consult familiar spirits. It doesn't matter how mighty you are in science, in academics. If there's an oracle in your family, it can cause your certificates, it can cause talent, it can cause ability. Then you will know that this life is not the level of degree or doctorate you have, but life is controlled by oracles. The two places on earth where demons are more and angelic activities going on there is graveyard and hospital, where they are giving birth to children. Very important to the devil. So he always recruit wicked people to become doctors, blood-sucking demons, which is more occultic powers are in hospital than anywhere else. Because as children are being born, they have to be putting things on them. There was a doctor that was caught. His mission was any baby that is born new, the first birth, he take the blood and sell to the occult. That first birth is called the glory of that child was selling their blood. Some of them they exchange babies also. Some sell babies and give babies to people that is not the owner. Some of these DNA tests that they are complaining now that is the women, it's not the women. The baby was exchanged in the hospital. Revelation 12:1. Now a great sign appeared in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head a garland of 12 stars. This represents Mary and the 12th tribe of Israel. Then being with a child pregnant with Jesus, she cried out in labor and in pain to give birth. And another sign appeared in heaven, a great fiery red dragon having 7 heads, 10 horns, 7 diadems on his head. He still drew a third star of the heaven and threw them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman who was ready to give birth to devour her child as soon as she was born. The devil was interested in that gift. He was waiting. Some of you, they waited